At last, your final assignment for Intergrad Studies. Your news report task is the second of your group assessment tasks. The idea here is that you will be making a news report, i.e. a video. What we're going to ask you to do as a team is to come up with some story, a news report about an aspect of what's happening in the investigation. We don't want you to recount in chronological order what happened during the investigation, because that would be, quite frankly, fairly dull. What we want you to do is take some sort of aspect of the investigation and turn it into a current news story. Each of your teams will be allocated a news program format. It could be 60 minutes, it could be foreign correspondent, it could be a current affair, or any one of a number of other news programs. We want you to use that as the basis on which you produce your own news story. So what that means is that you need to identify the common characteristics and style of that particular program. And in week 6, you will deconstruct your particular news program to find out what that is. So we're asking you to emulate the style, the filming style, the message style, the whole, urging to replicate. At this point of the course, we wanted to acknowledge the work that you've already put in, the hard work you've already put in. So with this assignment, we'd actually like you to have a little bit of fun. And to that end, if you decided to almost parody the style of the news program that you've been allocated, that's perfectly okay. Be playful. That's a theme throughout this course. So be playful, but not too stupid or silly so that you don't make any sense. There are a number of steps to this assignment, and the first of those is that you will need to complete a storyboard. And this will be where you will conference with your tutor or your tutors and to go through the storyboard. And they'll give you some informal feedback on the spot about whether your ideas seem to be acceptable. And I guess at this point, I want to qualify my previous statement about being playful. Just don't be ridiculous. And to make sure that you've understood the format of the news program that you've been allocated. These are the assessment criteria that we'll be using. So it's really important that you reflect the key features of that news program upon which your particular report is modelled. We're going to look at the content. So it's the way you treat the topic is relevant to the investigation. How creatively have you taken that particular aspect of the investigation and turned it into a newsworthy story, and any insight that you're demonstrating within that. So then we're looking at the technical aspects. So for those of you a bit concerned about your abilities to create films, the technical aspects are important, but they're only one of the 4 key criteria. So that includes that you've provided the storyboard, that you've looked at the quality of your filming and sound, that your editing is on track, that you've put in credits and your transitions between scenes are appropriate. Then we're looking at the engagement, the extent to which the program holds our attention as an audience, and the way that you've involved yourself in the role play within. So this is where you put on your best acting skills. Once again, if you don't put in the required effort according to your team contract, then we're quite happy to allocate a different grade to those students who have let others do things for them. We're going to have a special premiere screening in your final class for the semester. So to do that, you need to upload your news report to YouTube and make it so that people can see it. So don't put it into too private a setting, otherwise nobody else will be able to look at it. I think that's about all. Good luck.